so talk to me. What's y'all favorite Final Fantasy?
I have played only a handful. It's what's crazy is like, so I made like a couple videos on TikTok about like just like something that I saw. I was like, this is crazy, and then all these people are like, you're the Final Fantasy dude. And I'm like, I'm fucking
Final Fantasy.
Like, I'm not him. Wow. I played Kingdom Hearts in 7, dog. Like, that's it. So.
That's it. All right, so what about you? You played any of them?
I played mainly. What was it?
I played 15.
Oh, I played Crisis Core.
Oh yeah.
I played Crisis Core, and then I was actually watching somebody like play 7 Remake.
Okay.
Just to see what it was about. You know, and it was like I really started to get into it. So after watching that guy, I was like, I started looking at the lore and stuff, right. And then all of a sudden it was like now I'm like really into it. Now I want to play. Now I want to play like the OG, and I want to play that. I want to play like some old stuff. I want to play like Chrono Trigger and shit.
I'm about to say Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, like
dang.
That's
up there.
That's OG Square Enix.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger up there, boy.
But yeah, it started with that. So yeah.
All right, so I am always excited to hear when younger fans play Final Fantasy, because Final Fantasy ain't no mainstream game, not as much as it used to be. So when I was growing up, I said growing up, like I'm 80, goddamn. I'm 32, by the way. Final Fantasy before I was even born, goddamn. Mm. So FF7, when FF7 came out, it was a big thing. I think it was the first 3D Final Fantasy at that time. Aside, I think maybe it was 6, but it was the first real big one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And 8 was okay. I think I went back to play 8 after Kingdom Hearts.
I heard the combat in 8 was kind of wonky.
Yeah, it was.
I hear it. Yeah.
I was so young, I couldn't even give you an accurate critique of it.
Mm-hmm. I know it has like a cult following. I know like people like it. Looking back, yeah.
And aside, and this is just my assessment. Aside from 7 and 10, I personally feel like every Final Fantasy is a cult following. It's
no, I think.
And again, it's just my assessment.
You think that for like the first game? I never heard anybody talk about it.
You never hear no one talk about any game outside of 7, 8, 10. Of course, 14.
I'll say 15, but for like infamous purposes.
Yeah, for different, you know what I'm saying, reasons. Because I think it's the first one where they did a large departure. I think aside from 12, a departure from the turn-based system. Now, 12 was the initiate departure, but 15 is when they said, "Fuck it, we finna go all in."
Kingdom Hearts did.
Kingdom Hearts type shit. But the reason why I say I think it's every Final Fantasy is a cult following. Of course, the brand is large. I think the brand is the largest due to 7. Mm-hmm. But you never really hear a lot of fans put it in there like top 5 JRPGs of all time. You only hear 7 and 8. So, but I actually played most of them. I hadn't played 2. I played 1. I played 3. And I played 4. 7, Crisis Core. I play Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. Do you consider Kingdom Hearts a Final Fantasy game?
That's a whole nother debate we could do. That's the thing. It's like I've actually
you can make an argument. For
yeah, online. I'm gonna go off on this tangent.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've had people on like in my comment section who are like, Kingdom Hearts it's not centered around Final Fantasy. And at first, like this dude said that, and I was like, "Are you fucking dumb?" And I'm like,
"How is it not?"
But like, think about it, because like technically,
I'm listening.
It was a Final Fantasy Disney crossover, and as the games went on, the characters started to leave. Like, there's not nearly as many. Like 1 and 2, like they're all there. I mean, you got Cloud, Leon, Aerith, Yuffie, Tifa, all of them. And then it's like I don't think there's anybody in Dream Drop Distance. I could be wrong. Zach was in Birth by Sleep. That was it.
He was in Birth by Wait.
Yeah, Zach was in. He was in the Coliseum, like a young Zach. Yeah, that shit was tight. Wow. Yeah, they definitely fucked with you on that one too. I think they were like, they made it sound like he's so optimistic to be alive and for the future and everything.
Yeah, but that probably really came off of it. I think Crisis Core was kind of around that same time.
Yeah, it was.
Am I right or wrong?
A couple years before that, but yeah, it was about that.
They're both PSP.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
But then like 3, I mean, up until the DLC, nobody was in that shit. But then Nomura said in an interview that he doesn't feel that Kingdom Hearts needs that anymore. Like, yeah, he's like it's its own IP now. And what's crazy is like, Nomura is so like he this man loves vanity projects, man. It's crazy because like. I mean, did you keep up with 13 Verses turning into like Final Fantasy 15 and all that shit?
I loosely kept up with it after the but after they made the departure, I was kind of done.
Yeah. So initially like 13 Verses and 15 are almost completely different.
Yeah.
Well, then, I mean, like it was like going to be a completely different game almost.
But
what 15 ended up becoming was just so far away from what he wanted. So what he's doing is, you played Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
So at the end of the game, he wakes up in Quadratum, and like, and then in the DLC, you fight Yuzora. Yuzora is literally just fucking Noctis.
Yeah.
And then if you beat Arimine, he literally recreated the trailer for 13 Verses, but with these characters.
Yeah.
So he's just making the game he wanted to make, but with Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. Yeah. No. All right. So. Alright, this may be news to y'all, but I am not a fan of Nomura.
Okay.
I am not a fan of Nomura.
So,
and let me tell you why I'm not a fan of Nomura. Nomura was dope. He still is dope. He still respected. Mm-hmm. Just because I may not be a fan of your work, don't mean you're not legend.
No, I have thoughts about Nomura too.
OG Final Fantasy fans.
Yes, OG Final Fantasy. Because correct me if I'm wrong. But he did the character designs for 7.
Yes. Yeah.
Of course, he did designs for Kingdom Hearts, and I find it strange, and this come from my branding mind, how you created the brand of Kingdom Hearts off of the back of Final Fantasy and Disney characters. Mm-hmm. Now you're trying to separate the brand from those when the core of your fan base came from that general idea.
I was literally just thinking about that. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Because Kingdom Hearts only exists because of a marriage between two already existing really big IPs. So if you start to take away one, you could say like, sure, Kingdom Hearts. I mean, like in one way, it could, in a way, it could just because he might just be trying to like take the series in a different way that he like wanted to do. Like maybe at some point, maybe not originally, but at some point he just has like some shifts in like what he wants to do. And maybe by him taking out like, I don't know, like Final Fantasy is his way of like kind of like
pioneering his own
the ship in a way that I think he may have wanted to do for some time. But it's still strange because taking away those two like IPs is still like that's how you got so many fans of Kingdom Hearts. Yes. It was an unbelievable like thing for this thing to even happen. You know, you got like you can fight Cloud and Tarzan in the same game. That's crazy. God. You know, like you could fight Maleficent.
Seeing Sephiroth and Goofy in like the same screen.
Yeah, and then it's like have like Squall or Leon or like in Yuffie there, and they're just like all hanging around the town.
The whole thing is that it's fucking bizarre. That's why everybody likes playing it. Yeah. It somehow ends up being pretty fucking cool, but it's very bizarre.
So, and this is piggyback of what you said. So, when you play Kingdom Hearts, you was interested in playing these other games. So let me ask you this: would you have even tried Final Fantasy VIII if Leon wasn't even Kingdom Hearts?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
So think about what that did to their sales too, by bringing Final Fantasy characters into the game. That made you interested in playing the previous IPs. You get what I'm saying? So it was like a plus. It was no negatives. And then, like you said, you work for the company, Square Enix, that owns the characters. And because you were a big name, why can't you just do a new IP? You know what I'm saying? That but I don't know the legal stuff about it. So that's why I ain't harping on him too bad. But in my brain, I see him the same way as I see one of my favorite developers, Hideo Kojima. See, Hideo Kojima, he put his name on some shit. It was
that shit gonna sell.
Yeah, she gonna sell. That shit gonna sell. But the reason why I see him in the same light as I see Nomura is when he made Death Stranding, everybody think, oh, this gonna be some Metal Gear shit. All the new people who ain't really fucked with
simulator,
it. A walking simulator.
Right.
A walking simulator. You took what you were known for and said, fuck us. I'ma put whatever the fuck I want to put out there. I don't care what y'all know me for, and I'm gonna express myself, and y'all gonna eat it. That's how I feel like what happened.
It was a total vanity project.
Yes. Another developer that because of his brand name, his ego, he thought his vanity project was gonna fucking sell. And I mean, it sold.
I think it did its numbers.
It did fucking crazy numbers, but we'll see what the second one look like. We'll see how sales numbers for the second one. But go ahead.
I know he was. I think he was disappointed with. I think because it got mixed reviews.
Yes.
Just because of you are just a UPS man walking
Bro,
around
you
the
a
force.
UPS man.
Yeah.
But not only that, but he's made by the dude that did Metal Gear.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? On God.
Yeah.
Everything else he touched, because he made that like Armored Core.
Armored Core.
It was it wasn't Armored.
Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Enders, yeah. And that shit was, I didn't play it, but everyone's like, this shit is
banger.
amazing.
Zone of the Enders was a banger, bro. Not only that, but a lot of the Metal Gear games on PSP that he pioneered, Peace Walker, it was a love letter.
It was so fucking good.
It
dude.
was,
so
man.
good.
It was a beautiful project.
Portable Ops was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. But
which one was the shit with the car? Was that Acid?
He was not a part of that.
Yeah,
okay.
I
just thought that was.
He actually dogged on that in Ground Zeroes.
Yeah. Ground Zeroes was dope. I wish they would have let him do what he wanted to do with 5 though. But 5, I feel like if they would let him do what he was supposed to, it'd still be one of the greatest games to this day.
That shit was kind of confusing.
It was very confusing. But like I said, they ain't let him finish his whole idea. But I don't know, man. But like I said, I see him and Nomura kind of in the same.
Yeah, where their names are so up that they feel as though that they can
push units.
Just like make whatever the fuck they want with what they have.
It's actually like for, I think for the new Final Fantasy VII, they put Nomura's like name for the remake. He had, of course, he still had like a large like involvement for it, but I don't think he was actually like the scenario writer for 7. I think it's this other guy, and he's gonna be the screenwriter for what's it called? Not Reunion.
Rebirth. Yeah.
Yeah. Nomura's more of like he's taking more of like I think like a lead artistic role.
So,
interesting.
Yeah. Than the actual like combat director.
Right. So I don't think he's the guy that's making the scripts anymore.
Yeah.
So, but he was for the initial remake, right? I
think I'm not sure. I just know for this one, the Rebirth, he's not. Yeah. From what I understand and what I've seen, it kind of just put his name on it just so like marketing, so you can like sell more copies of the games and stuff.
Like
because that remake sold like hotcakes.
Yeah.
You
already know, bro.
Okay. Yeah. It's so like hotcakes, but you fuck that shit though still.
All right, so what's your issue with it?
All right, so
we've been meaning to get to this.
So, Nomura's name on the game has gave me 2 back-to-back disappointments last generation.
Oh, right.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was one of them. And the reason why Kingdom Hearts was disappointing to me, the Final Fantasy character was one of them, but it was really the combat system. Everything was so.
Press triangle to win.
Oh my god!
It was
it was AOE central.
Yeah.
And it was like you could kind of play Kingdom Hearts, and somebody could come in and be like, "Oh, Disney characters," But like somebody would come in and I'm like, "Dude, why is Sora riding a Disney ride?"
every second.
Every second. Because I remember in 2. Like, I remember you used to fight the nobodies, and a quick command to come up when you fighting the samurai one, you'll duel them.
Yeah, it's different because, like, that took, like, skill to do.
Yes, it took skill. And we in the era where, I think Devil May Cry 5 came out that year. It did.
It was a little bit after that.
Maybe a little bit after that. But it was within the same...
I think Kingdom Hearts 3 was like 2015. DMC 5 was like 18.
Wait, you sure it was 2015? Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, bro.
Kingdom Hearts 3 felt like it's like
20... Yeah, look, we gonna fact check. We gonna fact check that.
I will do that one.
But But hold that. But I was debating a lot of people. I was telling them, I said, this is how you do some shit. Like you do you bring an old game back.
I'm dumb. It was 2019.
Both was 2019 or
hold on, DMC5. Was that really the same year?
I swear I could swear it was the same year.
I feel like it was the. Y'all go ahead.
But anyway, I was telling them like, man, this is how you do a combat system. Because I remember back in the day when I was younger,
it was the same year.
It was the same year, yeah. You can have a debate on whether or not Devil May Cry and Kingdom Hearts, which one was the better action game. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Devil May Cry had more complexity with it, but in terms of entertainment and shit like that, Kingdom Hearts 2 was up there, bro.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2 was doing that shit. Yeah. But this one, man. The simplicity factor was too hard.
I'll say, oh no, you good.
But and also when it came to the writing, Devil May Cry 5, I thought Devil May Cry 5 writing was pretty damn good.
Was hot.
When Virgil showed up,
oh my god!
And then for reality was cracking behind him and shit.
You sit at that little chair,
bro.
That shit was hard.
It was too many epic moments in Devil May Cry 5, but I can't name like a fuckload of epic moments outside of like fans that paid attention to like the side series and shit. They excited for these characters that people who just played 1 and 2 don't know who you know what I'm saying?
You talking about 3?
Yeah, 3.
I'll disagree there.
Go ahead. What you got?
I actually made a series about Kingdom Hearts 3 moments where, dude, that shit was actually funny as fuck. Like, now, Devil May Cry, I feel... Yeah, Devil May Cry, I feel like it was, you're like, damn, that's hard. But in Kingdom Hearts, you're like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Like the part where Sully packs up Vanitas.
Oh.
They throw his ass in a fucking door. Like he picked
that
his
was
ass
hard.
Up. That was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Throwing in a wood chip.
Yeah.
Donald casting fucking Zeta Flare.
That was
was crazy. You tell me you can't heal me the rest of the fucking series, but you can cast Zeta Flare?
He did fucking.
That didn't make any sense.
That was a what the fuck? Yeah. Because. Come on, bro.
That shit was hard.
Bro, Zeta Flare, if anybody who ever paid attention to Final Fantasy, Zeta think like the strongest attack.
Yeah.
Zeta Flare.
That dumbass.
Oh, so you're saying he shouldn't be able to cast it?
No!
Not only should he not be able to cast it, but if he was able to, they should have had a build up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he just off cut fucking did that shit. And died. I mean, died, but like, he still did that shit. Yeah.
Roasted duck.
Dude, that shit was crazy. Also, the whole squad getting murdered. What the fuck? This is Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
This is a Disney ass game. Like that's all.
Yeah, but it's like play death because it just comes back.
No, motherfucker, he sliced Kyrie's ass in half.
What I'm saying, but they came back, so it was no impact.
I mean, but in the moment, you're like.
Yeah.
You're like.
Oh, I'm saying if that was the end of it, it would have been like. Well,
he said that'd be like. But I get what you're saying. Like in the moment, it was like you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But of course, they're not finna do that. To Sora got a game over screen. He pressed continue, and they just ran it back.
He said ran it back. Okay. So the what the fuck moments in Kingdom Hearts. I'm thinking about the what the fuck mom, and I'm thinking about the cohesive storytelling because I'm running in my head. I'm talking about I was running through Kingdom Hearts.
This is another conversation I've been having with a lot of people in the comments where like I said, if you say the words Kingdom Hearts 3, you've got 50% of people being like even if you're like you don't talk about it being good or bad, these people are like fuck you it's good, fuck you it's bad.
Fuck you is now that's wild. Yeah. But to me, that's telling to the quality of the game.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when it came to Devil May Cry 5, it wasn't no shit like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't no divisiveness.
It was either it's good or it's just not my thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the core fan. Like, it's core fans that can tell you everything about Kingdom Hearts. They said, I don't fuck with that shit, man. But when it come to Devil May Cry, mostly everybody was like, man, I wish I could play with Virgil. Yeah. But aside from that shit was hard.
Yeah.
I'll say, but with the storytelling with 3, the problem was, I mean, like, everybody already knows, but, like, they had all these plots spun from these mobile games. They were trying to, like, wrap the fuck up in one story. I still think Kingdom Hearts 3 should have been a 2-parter, And also, like, if we absolutely have to have all these fucking stories wrap up in Kingdom Hearts 3, I mean, like, you think about, like, The Witcher, right? You got, what, like 7, 8 books or some shit full of shit. And I'll say, like, The Witcher 1, that was kind of a cop-out within being like, oh, Geralt forgot his memory or whatever. But, like, The Witcher 2 and 3, even if you didn't play the last 2 games, read any of the books, they still did it in a way where they introduce you to characters and plot lines from previous anything.
Yes.
And you can still go in and, like, you're good. Whereas, like, Kingdom Hearts was like, oh, you didn't play 358?
Fuck you.
Figure it out.
Eat shit.
Figure it out.
Eat
like,
shit.
Yo, OG. Oh, go ahead.
No, what I was going to say, is that's the telling, or that's the showing of good storytelling. And whenever, and you know, when you talk to your audience, is that just because you have a critique of something doesn't necessarily mean you hate it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you could, like, if I criticize Kingdom Hearts, I'm not coming from a place of someone who hates the game. Like, these critiques can make the game better. Like, when I'm listening to a critique, I'll be like, like, is it constructive or is it destructive? Like, what you saying with Kingdom Hearts should be able to tell a cohesive story without us having, or the core fan base, without having to play the side games, is something that should have been done.
Yeah, I had another comment where somebody was like, because I kind of said that, I was like, you know, for a lot of people who didn't play the other games, like going into 3, like it was very unwelcoming to new players, and they were like, "There's a recap video." That's not a good excuse. I'm like, so you want them to sit there and do that fucking research, like their homework before they can even go? They just want to play a fucking game.
Okay, well that at that point, you're leaving the work up to like other creators and stuff to like fill the gaps for you. It's not, if that's the case, it's not even part of your game. Really. Yeah, like, it's not even part. You're not doing a good job, like a satisfactory job of introducing everyone to get up to speed. If your thing is like, yo, if you make a game, right? You made like 5 games on the 5th game, you're like, go watch a YouTube video. You're like, bro, you're like...
Especially like, not from an unofficial channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Not officially sponsored by Square Enix.
Yeah, you dropped the link to some dude who's like, oh, this guy is actually, he knows what he's talking about. Like, go check him out.
For Kingdom Hearts, it actually was like, it was in the main menu. The recap video was. That's what I'm saying, is like, they were like, not a good excuse. It's in the menu. You can watch the recap.
That's wild.
I was like, that's still fucking insane, dude. Why? If I'm just the average player, I want to pick this shit up and play it and go.
But for a second, I'll talk about the things that I liked about like Kingdom Hearts. Yes. Like why I even like liked it to begin with.
In general or 3?
Just in general.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
Just the heart of Kingdom.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it sounds like a line from 3. But so in the first Kingdom Hearts, it was really just simple. And I think we talked about this before, either like the last podcast. But you know, it's just 3 friends, you know, who all get separated and they're all like trying to find each other essentially. And, you know, and your friend like Riku is like, you know, your rival turns, you know, antagonist over time, you know, as he slowly like coming to the dark side kind of shit. But it was easy to follow, and it was colorful. You had all these great characters that you know and love from like different series, and they're in the same game, and it's just crazy. You know, you're doing like backflips and shit off of like Beast Castle or whatever the fuck. And then around the time, so like I played Chain of Memories, and it started to dive a little bit into like some, you know, but I could still keep up with it, even though it had like, you know, it was dipping in like memories and people kind of like forgetting like events that had happened and things like that. And then 2 came out, but actually by the time 2 came out, so much shit, I think I had to like work my brain so much to still like figure out and like care, but I was still having fun. Yeah. I was still having a lot of fun with the game.
Should you remember the 1,000 Heartless you had to fight?
Yeah,
bro. That shit was gas, bro.
Yeah. So even if you have like a storyline that might be a little, you have to do like a little bit of work to like kind of really like it or like enjoy it. If you at least have like a good time with the gameplay itself, you can forgive a bunch of shit.
You can ignore that shit.
You can forgive a lot of stuff, and that's how like Kingdom Hearts 2. I love playing the game. The game was amazing.
Oh my God. It's my favorite one. I think it's most people's favorite one.
It was just amazing. And so, and then like you were saying before, when he started really going into like, you got this prologue on the PSP,
Yeah.
and then you got like a sequel on the 3DS, and then you got another sequel on the 3DS. But come to find out, one of the games that came out on the 3DS wasn't really relevant to the story, so you could skip that one. But the next one you gotta play, because that leads up to the next PSP, like PS2.
No, Recoded played a pretty good part in the story. After in the fucking DLC for 3.
What was the one where they got digitized?
Recoded. Yeah,
Okay.
They decided that was going to be relevant, more relevant.
Wow. I have a parallel to Kingdom Hearts. Metal Gear.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Yes.
Tell me where you're going.
So, I used to have lots of debates with my Kingdom Hearts fan friend, and we talk about how convoluted Kingdom Hearts is, but also
Compared to Metal Gear.
Metal Gear is convoluted.
Yes, yeah.
It is. Isn't it?
Yes.
Right? I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Metal Gear fan.
You can forgive it, man. Like, I feel like you can.
You can,
That's
but
yeah.
so what I want to ask, it's going on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask the
YouTube,
fans, TikTok, everybody, what makes Metal Gear different from Kingdom Hearts when it comes to the convolutedness? And Metal Gear also has spin-off games that are canon to the story. Yet, why doesn't the fan base, why aren't they as aggressive?
Polarized. Yeah.
Yes, it's Kingdom Hearts. Is it the number of spin-offs? Or is it like, what you think? Because they both convoluted shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Talking about like, well, I'll say like the main thing with like 3, because I feel like everybody was pretty on board up until 3, was the fact that we had waited like 10 years or so, or almost 10 years for that. And it was very underwhelming, like you said, gameplay wise, story wise, like you only had like 6 worlds, no Final Fantasy characters, which a lot of people, I mean, but regardless of not whether you feel like it's its own thing or not, a lot of people went in expecting Final Fantasy characters. So it feels like this is supposed to improve everything that 2 was, but it took away a lot of what 2 was instead. And I feel like that's why people are like very like just jumped off the ship on 3.
And the people who are left are like aggressive as hell.
Yeah, man.
Because it's like they've
Myself
also
included.
Yeah, like I had somebody say that like Kingdom Hearts fans have been like dogged for years. You know, it's just like, you know, people being like that game is stupid because it's convoluted. You know, just from the outside. But I feel like if you're talking about like internally why they hate the game for that or the series, it's really just because of all the difficulties that came with developing 3.
Here's the thing though, I don't remember like people being this
aggressively aggressive.
Upset or just like defensive until 3.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it's because that they kept fucking teasing it.
Yeah.
Because you remember the end of 2, there's that trailer that everybody thought was gonna be 3.
Yeah.
Right. So
and Birth by Sleep.
Yeah. So everybody's like, yeah, it turned out to be Birth by Sleep, and then 358 comes out. You're like, okay, cool.
Completely forgot in my brain.
Yeah.
But 35802.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about it.
358 comes out, still not fucking it. What's the one after that one? I think it's
Recoded.
Yeah, Recoded. I think was before that. I don't even talk about that shit. It's so relevant. I'm gonna say Dream Drop. I don't remember. Dream Drop comes up. But here's what's a bitch is like when they were announcing Dream Drop, they said Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
And then the DS after that.
Yeah.
So they were fucking with us for years.
Yeah.
And so for this game, till it's like if they announced Half-Life 3, and it would be the same thing I think with Half-Life. If it if it was still a good game, but it wasn't as good as 2.
Yeah.
Like people would still be just as divisive. But with like Metal Gear, there was never another game promised.
Yeah.
Right. It's like Metal Gear 1 that can be, or Metal Gear Solid 1, excuse me, can be its own. It can be its own story.
Yep.
2 can be its own. I mean, it can end right there. 3 was a prequel. It's like, oh my god, we got another one, and not only did we get another one, it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
4, I mean.
Yeah, 4 was it was a classic, man.
Yeah, like it was.
Yeah, 4 was a classic.
You know, cutscene the game, but it was
cutscene. Yeah, the boss battles, the mechanics. I thought everything in Metal Gear Solid 4 was good, but you were right, but it was meant to end the series or Solid Snake's journey. Anyway, but that's some real shit you're saying, because That shit convoluted, bro.
Yeah, I mean it's convoluted, but like they never were fucking with the fans. All they did was give the fans
more.
Like nobody expected, like PSP games. And then you get portable ops. It's it's not the best Metal Gear, but it's still good. Peace Walker literally just improved. Like Kojima, people like him because he's always improving off his last work.
Yes.
Whereas like I said, 3 just fuck it.
Yeah.
And then Metal Gear Revengeance, I don't think he was on board with that. But it's like
that should have called classic now.
But it's a fucking banger.
Yeah. That shit have called classic now.
Like, we don't know what the fuck's going on, but
like
it's really good.
The game is only getting popular over the years.
Over the years,
people just making more memes about it. People talking about what's the dude that you fight at the end, the mayor,
the senator,
Senator
Armstrong.
Hard as fuck.
Yeah,
it's like it's like everybody played it and they were okay, and then like I feel like just over the years, like people were going to bed at night and thinking about it, like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What the fuck did he say?
It's weird as a Metal Gear game, but as a game, it's amazing, man.
It's just all memes, bro. I think Hideki, I could be wrong. I think Hideki Kamiya was on board for that.
It was a Platinum Games game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it
I'm
was.
Pretty sure,
it was a Platinum game.
It feels platinum.
It's something about the shit that Hideki Kamiya makes. That it's like it's so over the fucking top, so goofy, but like so hard. It's like this weird formula, and everybody loves it.
Anime as fuck.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Anime as fuck.
If you can find a way to make the player feel like powerful, it can even just be like like Resident Evil 4. Mm-hmm. What makes that game just like so fun is that like the gunplay itself. Whenever you shoot a gun, like the zombies recoil. Yeah. He's like I'm like punching these motherfuckers. Yeah. Like he's got like a drop kick and shit.
And then you can actually punch the motherfuckers.
It's like shit. It feels good to shoot while also still being a horror game too. So it's So
Dead Space do a good job with that too.
Yeah.
Dead Space do a real damn good job with that. That's real shit. Y'all can get that remake. I don't know if
I'm gonna probably just watch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
Because I don't play back horror games. But that's just me though.
Stressful.
Yeah, I mean, because after you've seen it all, it's kind of like
done. Yeah, done. I feel that. I feel that for like a lot of like single player games nowadays, where it's just like, oh man, I was gonna say this is probably like a pretty big shift. But did you guys watch the first episode of The Last of Us?
No, me and my wife watch it.
Yes.
Nah,
so I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Is it dope?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what's crazy. I remember when The Last of Us came out. I'm gonna be honest. I hated it.
How?
Okay.
I need it now. Forget all this.
Listen to this. Because me and my brother were playing it, and I was like, I feel like I'm watching a movie.
Okay.
I paid $60 to watch a movie. The story was fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot of praise for the gameplay, but I'm like, the gameplay wasn't enough for me. I'm like, I would rather watch this. Like there's some games where it's like you would rather just watch it. So watching the series, I'm like,
that's understandable.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, like it's. I mean, this is my.
You almost feel like what they're doing now should have been what it was.
Yes, initially. Yeah. But like I'll say that this is like one of the very few adaptations that is bar for bar. Like so far, like not only is it bar for bar, but they added more shit in. Right, so it's not like shit that like throws the story off. It literally just adds to it.
Compelling.
Right, so like I'm not gonna spoil it. But it's like they did some shit like in the very beginning of the game. They just gave you a little bit more shit to like. I'm like, damn, like this is really like, man, this is making it more intense than it already was. Which is crazy, and I think Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog was on board with this. Yeah. Which I'm like, damn, like we're good. Like, we're good. Like, it's just that's always my concern. I mean, you saw like the Halo TV series. They were like, we didn't play the games, we didn't read the books.
Oh, for real?
Yes. They were bragging about that. They're like,
they thought it was sweet.
Yeah, they were like, we can make this shit better than it was. Fuck the fans.
What was it? What was the platform they streamed Halo on?
It was
it Paramount?
Paramount, yes.
Oh, to me that showed the difference between. I was about to say HBO, but ain't Velma on HBO?
Yes.
Yeah, but HBO got some back-to-back bangers though, man.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they got some bangers.
It's like for every shitter they got one banger.
I'll talk about a gold turd too. I heard because same person that I ain't mean to interrupt you, but the same person that did Chernobyl, which is a fucking classic.
Oh yeah.
They did Last of
Us.
For real?
Yes.
That's what I saw. Yeah.
Yes.
That makes, dude. Oh my! Now that I'm thinking about it, like there was, cause like Chernobyl was really good about like just making like everything would just felt intense. Like when they go into the fucking like that dude's wife is like trying to like go see him, and it's like she goes in to go see him, and he looks like a fucking Fallout ghoul. But it's like everything building up to that was so like in the Last of Us. I'm like.
Yeah,
shit, man, like this is intense. Like that build up, I can see it, like the parallels. But that's crazy, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, like I said, they got House of Dragon. House of Dragon was a fucking banger, bro.
I heard, I've been hearing about that.
House of Dragon is one of the few shows that's worth the hype. I ain't gonna front. That's worth a watch, man.
Okay. I saw this new. I don't know if it's a new show, but I saw a commercial for it called Yellow Jacket.
Oh, what is it about?
I don't know.
Oh man,
it seemed like, I don't know, whatever it was. I was like, bro, this looks kind of sick. I don't know what it seemed like. Maybe it's like some type of mystery thriller.
Okay. It's on HBO or is it on something else?
It's not out yet. That's the thing. I just saw a trailer for it.
Oh
no, I'm not saying like I saw the show.
Saying, like, no, HBO got some more gas coming out.
All right, so we got to jump on this because I gotta go because I haven't watched it. But you say you watch Bella?
Oh my God!
I need somebody to tell me about it. Who's suffering?
Okay, all right. So,
because I saw some spoilers for I guess the latest episode, and I was laughing my ass off.
All right, so, before we get into Velma, I'm gonna get into the social justice warrior storytelling and the anti-social justice warrior counter attacks that's going on. So I watched it thinking that you hear a lot about shows who get shitted on just because a lot of anti-social justice warrior channels say, man, they preaching blah blah blah, and I thought, okay, let me give this shit a try. So I gave this shit a try. Fuck nah. Everybody right. They right about this shit, bro. They right about this shit, man. The message, man, the message was above the storytelling. But even if they kept the storytelling, it still would have been bad. So we got character assassination. We got borderline insulting jokes that it's not like, to where it's the clever kind of like racial jokes. It's just insulting, bro. Velma, they turn her into a straight bitch.
That's what I heard. Is she's just a dickhead.
They turn her into the rudest character. I think in the beginning, the first like 5 minutes, she hit Daphne with a broom. Yes.
Oh, I saw.
Yes.
Why did she do that?
Yeah, I saw it was something. She walked inside the shower room.
Yeah.
She was trying to hit Daphne.
Yeah, Daphne was butt ass naked.
Yeah.
The old girl came in here and bopped her ass with a broom.
Why the fuck did she do that?
I mean,
I think because they're supposed to be not friends.
Goofy, funny, haha.
I think
it was
because
Daphne was arguing with somebody, and it was kind of like a meta joke about how, well, if this was a show, we'd be over sexualized in the pilot show, and then they arguing about whether or not that was a good call to be over sexualized in the pilot.
Yeah.
You think I'm kind of joking? I am not kind of joking.
I saw it,
Then Velma came with a hoodie and just bopped the ass upside. I forgot why, but bopped the ass upside the head and said, man. And then I don't know. It was terrible, but it was a lot of meta shit. That was meta jokes. That was like
self-aware.
Yes, jokes. Too self-aware was a thing. That would be Velma, and everybody in her life fucking hates her. Her dad hates her. Her dad's stepmom, the stepmom hates her. All her friends hate her. It's terrible, bro. It's terrible. It's tough. I just watched this shit before I got here.
I'll have to actually like watch the show just to see.
I saw that they finally put Scooby in there.
No, Scooby wasn't in the episode. I swear Scooby was not in the episode, bro. Scooby wasn't in.
I think we was talking about was like the girl.
Yeah.
Named Scooby.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. I saw you post something about
Stop.
it. It's like the black girl. Her name is Scooby.
Oh damn, she's dead.